Okay, do another update. A few more structures. Here's the JED Tower. So as you can see, this is in the middle of the complex where I dug that deep, where I hollowed out underneath. Okay, so I have so many ideas with this that everything's going to connect in a way, and then I'm going to start subdividing it. So, for example, okay, this tower, is this the tallest thing? No, the pyramid is the Black Pyramid. So if you look here, so let me go in here. Did I break that glass before? Let's just break this for now. So there's four. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong here. Oh, so there's towers here. I did something wrong. Oh, here it is. So you go around the outside. So I color coded it. So this like setting sun color, I used the copper. Okay. South, I used kind of green, indicating warmth, I guess. East, I always pictured a light blue when I thought of the word east. So these aren't official colors, but and black and gray is kind of north. And each one of these goes all the way down. So let's look here. I got the windows. Oh, you can't see out of there. Let's just go down. So I'm going to divide these at the base. It's going to go to the lowest part, and then it's going to be divided. So there's going to be four sections down here at some point. So this is this is the big main area that I hollowed out, that I did past videos on. Okay, that's the tower underneath, the JED Tower. This tower here goes up to the, call it the boxing ring for now. And right now, you see I came out of the tower here, but I'm going to close this off. And I think I mentioned in the past that there's a few layers that you see here. That's the floor, and there's a few layers underneath it. For example, here. So you're going to be able to come out each one of these and go into what I'm going to divide into four quadrants that are going to go out to other structures in the fortress and connect to other tunnels. So from here, you'll be able to come out of, let's say, the west section, and then go up here, see stuff up at the tower, go down and come out, the east, the north, the south. I'm just saying that very generally. It's going to be far more detailed, okay? This here, again, this is the side I'm facing. I'm facing south. This is the White Fortress going underneath. And then those nature pathways going around the fortress on the west side, I hollowed that out and I'm working on that now, okay? So I'm still clearing this area. Okay, let's go up here. I gotta clear all this rock out here. I think I started this 2 weeks ago, little by little. So let's see where this is underneath by going outside. Okay, so I basically finished this floor. I'm going to start sectioning stuff off with bedrock. And then putting the, see, for example, over here, this wall is bedrock. But it's white on this side because this is the inside of the Assad fortress. Okay. Now this is kind of the ground level. This is going to be the ceiling, and then I'm going to fill that back in with dirt over on top of the ceiling once I finish it, and then, you know, put plants and trees. Okay, then we have the second level down here. Okay, I started fixing it and putting the little concrete blocks here and some more grass. Okay, and then walling it off. There'll be different points where as you go around the pathway, you'll be able to enter into this area. Likewise for the area above this that we just came out of. So there's 3 of those layers. I don't know why I'm seeing 2 now. That's 1, that's 2. Yep, the second one is here where this bear is sleeping. And then 3. So they're all going to be kind of sectioned off. And then as you go under 3, that's when it's going to go deep underground like the other area that I completed. I have a trees mod now. So this is a wisteria tree. I'm going to show you some more trees in a minute. I just added some last night and the game automatically puts some in. Okay. So let me show you the trees. So this is the area that this is under. Okay, this is the area of the fortress facing west. That's the fortress there. And I added something else that connects for now. So you see all these needles here. These are all going to be a little wider. Okay, they're incomplete now, but let's drop down and see what we got in here. So going all the way around the fortress, we have these tunnels, okay? Black and white tunnels. So we can go down any one tunnel. Every time it turns a corner, the black and white reverses. You'll see what I mean in a minute. This is an underwater tunnel, so I dug this out and then I cleared the water out. Got some orcas and some whales and stuff over there. There's the water gate back there. So you see the floor will be white and the walls black when I turn this corner. Okay, this is also surrounded by bedrock. The reason I'm doing that is if I ever have several people in here playing, they will not be able to get in or out of these structures without they won't be able to get in and out without just entering and exiting the tunnel itself. Okay, so here's another tower. This is the one, this has lights on it because this is that, I call it the Independence Day tower here. Like it was blown up by a laser. I'm just mumbling, sorry. Alright, so all these tunnels are connected underground and go all the way out around the fortress. Wherever there's water, as you're going around, you'll see, for example, these underwater tunnels again. So it's kind of a security system where you can only get in and out of the tunnels from inside and not from outside. So all these are going to be closed off and they're going to be a little thicker. Alright? So, and each one is going to have different colors on it. And then I'm going to have signs with directions in it. So when you're down there, you don't get lost. I built a complex over here that I'm going to start adding to. Okay. So there's vines and stuff here. I partially built one section. It should be coming up. I think I passed it. I might be in the tunnels on top of each other. This might be the bottom tunnel. Yeah. So let's go in here. So each side is going to have two quote-unquote like apartments, and in each apartment it'll be glass, so that in your apartment, you can see all this stuff underneath you. I like to think of it as like bulletproof glass or unbreakable glass. Of course, in the game it's not unbreakable, so might not be any point to calling it that. So I'm going to fill in these later. Let's go back down this way. Okay, so this is another one of the towers that goes down. I can break this. I can always rebuild it. Okay, and then here's one of the towers here. Kind of like I didn't do it for that reason, but you can kind of think of these almost as the waypoints like in Assassin's Creed, and you climb on top of them, and you get that area view. I didn't really realize after that that's the effect that it had. So you come out of each one of these, and you can see a certain amount of into the distance. Down here, I did finish some of the farm. I still have to plant some more stuff. Let's take a look here. Got a little fish pond, a little wishing, like those places in the mall, you throw your pennies and stuff in there, make a wish. So I got, flowers here. What did I put here? Okay, I didn't put anything there yet. Down here we have pumpkins. We have melons over here. They're not really growing. I did something wrong. There's only one melon that grew. So I probably have to add more water. This is from Elemental Crops. You can grow these crops as earth, wind, fire, and water. And you can add those to enhance your armor. Let's go back out. Look at some of the trees. Okay. See, this is a pear tree. We got some redwoods back here. So I think it gives you like 10 or 12 new trees in the trees add-on. So here's some redwoods. So when you grow them, they kind of grow not with one branch. So like this whole chunk of stuff here, this is one tree. You'll see it even more with the baobab trees. These are African baobab trees. In real life, the baobab trees kind of look like upside down trees. It looks like the roots are up in the air. Pretty much looks like this, but just look it up on the internet. It's a little different. So this whole block here is one tree. So you can actually harvest those and make other kinds of wood planks and everything, okay? These are like when you put them close, they kind of make a little enclosed area, so you can use this to make homes. You can make tree houses if you want to when you plant them. This coconut, these are coconut trees, cherries, there's plums, there's apples, there's what else have we got here? Peach. There's a banana tree over here somewhere. Yeah, see, there's a banana tree. And I don't really like them, but they're going to auto-generate into the environment anyway. But you got these, I'll let you put whatever words you want to this, but you have these rainbow trees. So, got more needles in the back. Again, they're all connected underground. There's also, I had them before, but there's an animal add-on. So if you come down here, a little bit on the Egyptian theme. This isn't supposed to be an accurate Egyptian thing, but I just add elements, and there'll be elements to the non-Egyptian stuff here. But, you can think of the, Nile crocodiles in a sense. You got some crocs. I have some sharks in the water in other places. You know, there's hamsters, gerbils, rats. I think you saw a rat when I was in the farm area. I think there's like 200 animals. I turned it off because I had too many add-ons. So here's one of the towers with the wrap around it. Okay. There's another one over here on the opposite side that I did a little blue. I don't really like it. I might change it, but let's take a look at it. So I'm not sure yet if I'm going to like fill in all the areas inside of the complex and make rooms and put stuff in them. Maybe some of them, but if I have other people come into play, the idea is going to be that this was a fortress built over time and some of the areas were newer, and then at some point some stuff caused it to become abandoned, and they never put the rooms and the furnishing and the walls and the floors, carpets, and stuff like that. So the people, when they come in and play, they can maybe claim an area or an apartment, not fight over it, but this area at some point in the future. This side of the fortress is also, I'm going to hollow out a certain amount. So what I might do here, since there's water, I might make a connection from the inside of the fortress over here. See if we can get in there. So what I might do to get past the water is probably over here where this ancient city I built around. That explorer thing, that's a RPG level up add-on I put on. So we can dig through here. I'll see how deep the water is. We can dig through, or I'll just make another water tunnel. And then as it comes out past the water, this gravel is so annoying. Then we'll come out past the water and hollow out that area down to the bedrock like here. And they're all going to have different colors. I think the one I showed you before under the nature pathways on the west side, I might do like a white and terracotta walls with white floors with some kind of design. And then the black fortress is going to have colors that are probably even darker than this area. I might have black walls and stuff so that it's easier to get lost in that area. I'll try to theme each one. So as you can see, guys, I'm more interested in doing the mega structures. And as I come up with more ideas, there's also a waypoints in here I didn't use yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a part of this fortress is going to be probably more up towards the surface, is going to be a main portal like in other RPG games where you can open a menu. You can look it up on YouTube, the waypoints add-on. And from a main area, you can go to the portal and it'll drop down a menu and you can color code. You can put a color and a symbol to each area so that you'll know what area you're taking a teleport from. So the main area, let's say I have like 20 areas that you can go to. The main one will have access to all 20. And if it works that way, I think it does, but I'm not sure. If you're in certain areas, a waypoint will only take you to one or two other places, similar to other games. So I'm going to try to add that. And I also randomly, once in a while, in a room or even like in the dirt somewhere, and I'll leave a little clue somewhere. I might put something weird by this tree, like what's that, to get you to dig, and there'll be a chest that might have a bunch of gold or an entire enchanted suit, or I might even have parts of an enchanted suit. I might have parts of an enchanted suit there where I don't know if I can do it on the Xbox, maybe with the world add-on with the command box block that kind of looks like a crafting box. I think it's blue. And you can take that add-on and use it to use commands the same way that you would use on a PC. and then you can actually make more changes in the game. So what I might do is create missions, like little ones, just like in an RPG. It'll say, you know, this fortress was abandoned, so it's overgrown. So you might want to go through the nature pathways and clear up some of the weeds and stuff, so that the mods, the enemy mobs can't hide behind them as much. And there'll be little potholes in the pathways. Let's take a look. So as that an example, see over here, it'll be a nature pathway. So you'll be able to, clear these plants. You can harvest them and then maybe replace it with blocks and go around the fortress. And maybe you'll get some experience if I can figure out. I'm a newbie to that, so I don't want to promise it. But if I can learn how to do it, I would love to be able to do that. And then connect them, so by levels, so you can run around and explore as you want, but it'll be the same thing as some RPGs only let you progress level by level when you complete the level. But if you're just starting the game and you're level 10, you're probably not going to go, try to wander off, and you'll get killed immediately if you try to like do a level 30 mission. But you're welcome to try, you know. Um, so you can go down into one of these pathways. See over here? Clear all the weeds. You see there's potholes in there, so you can fill them in. I might leave a chest as part of the mission that has like cobblestone or certain stones, and then you can take them out and go around the pathway and take your time fighting your way through enemy mobs or whatever, or putting torches to chase them off. This also is going to have its own section. I remember closing this off. It'll have its own section going all the way down to, it's going to go all the way down there, but it's going to be sectioned off. So again, as you see, I like to create big grand areas, and that's why I had one of the ideas of, finishing the fortress. You can take a section of the fortress where there's rooms, and let's go over here. So let's say, for example, over here, instead of building a castle or, a little area for the night, you can build a door here, put some more blocks. You can come in and put, wood rafters and section it off into rooms. I have, you have to download mods to play this if I invite you to it. So what happens in the end is, you can make kitchens, you can make stuff, you can put electronics. I might have, there's a surveillance thing and a secret door thing in here that you can craft and, build a little thing, finish this castle for the ancient people that never finished it, and make it your own thing, and put, blenders and TVs and whatever you want in your area. Okay. Another thing I'm going to do, so these tunnels, in past videos, these tunnels go way out. Let me show you another thing now that I say that. If I ever get this transferred to PC, I'm going to try to put the commands in. Some of you guys saw some of the mods make the stone and the plants look almost lifelike, but I don't think the Xbox can handle it. I've seen a couple mods in here that have decent textures, but it started crashing too often, so it wasn't worth it. I'm trying to look for, where did I put it? Is this it? Yeah. So let's go here. So if you look at the coordinates on the top left, you'll see it says 0, 0, and 63. But when we get down here, okay, this is triple zeros right here. So this is the 0, 0, 0. I think it's this one. Let me see something. No, it's not this one. Yeah, I think it's the south tunnel. You see the colors? I try to create like green for south, black and white for north. You know, west is going to have some type of sunset color. Um, I'm going to have to create a east tunnel over here. So let's get that started. Just as a reminder, I'm going to put block, you know, just so I remember my intentions here. Okay, so this is going to be an east tunnel, and we'll put like blue, sky blue, and whites. Okay, so this tunnel goes out. I think so far I got this to go out 10 or 15 Minecraft miles. So this goes out, is it 10? This goes out. This will take about 10 minutes to get all the way to the end of that tunnel. 10-15 minutes. So I think it's like 10 miles or something, or 5 or 10 miles out. So as you guys play the game, you can come in here if you want and just say, you know what, not gonna own this tunnel, but I'm gonna just start building something completely different than David built. You know, and start my own town and village 10 miles away. You're welcome to do it. Then you can come back whenever you want. Okay. Let me seal this back off. That was the intent. Okay, so we'll put that like that. Now, what I was going to say. So I have, you know, the jungle trees here. Make this look more swampy. Lily pads, crocodiles. Now keep in mind, I don't even know how to use redstone yet. Okay, it's not that I just didn't take the time. So at some point in the future, when I get good at the redstone basics, I'm gonna start automating stuff. I might have out in the open or hidden doors that you need to activate to open the door. I might include them in missions. So you might have to clear out mods. I have iron golems all over the place as palace guards. And you'll clear the mobs, and then when you get to, you know, the end of that particular mini mission, you know, the end might have a treasure chest, and then it might have like a switch next to it that'll open another area. So this is an ongoing project. I don't know how I busted this open here, but I gotta repair this. Okay, and then this tower goes all the way down too. This is going to be its own section. It might connect to certain areas connected to the security towers, but those towers are going to be sections of towers are going to be only be accessible at certain points. So let's go up here. So here's the tower that it's inside. I don't know why I call this the DNA tower. It's a stupid name, but maybe I'll redo the outside so it looks like a DNA helix. You know, I don't know, I'll name it something. And I think I'm going to redo all these roofs. Not bad, but when I look at them, it's like something better can go on top of these. I put the light so you can see them from a distance, but because of render, you know, when you get a certain distance, it all turns black anyway. This actually looks pretty good at night, because as you get further from the fortress, it all just turns into a silhouette. I'm going to fill a lot more trees around the area. And as you get closer to the fortress, the trees are going to they're going to be at least, maybe not up to the fortress, but as you get around the periphery of the fortress, the forests are going to be so dense. I think I have something like that. Let's go over here. I'm going to make it even denser than this, but to give you an idea, you're going to have to chop some wood and collect some materials for your castle in order to get through the areas. Because if you see some of these areas when the trees get real close together, you have to start, you kind of need a machete, so to speak, to get through these areas. Again, I might hide little treasure chests, so as people go through them, they'll find something that's got some supplies and stuff in it. This I never do anything else with. I think I showed this in the back video, but it's supposed to look like an open mouth with teeth. So I kind of scrapped the idea, but I might come back and make it a cave entrance. There's a really big cave over here. Is it down here? No, here? Nope. It's a nice big cave for mining and stuff over this way. I don't remember where it is, but I think the last thing I'm going to show you for now is back over in this direction where the this was my spawn castle when I first started the game. So instead of building the fortress there, I built it over here. It's this way. So there's that gate, there's the water entry, it's the marine entrance to the complex. This castle was around my original spawn point. So this is going to be modified. I'm going to hollow this area out too. But what I'm doing is I just started doing the outline to a fortress wall going around this section, okay? So I'm going to build the wall up higher on this area so you can't just climb over it. See, it goes all the way around. Okay. And this is the area that I'm hollowing out back over that way. So, and then the walls are going to go, once they go underground, actually no, behind the walls, this might be triple layer, so I might have an outer color like white, whatever, and then it's going to be a layer of bedrock, and then I'll put another color outside, so that bedrock will be sandwiched in between, and that's going to go all the way down to the void, so that you can't dig under the walls to access the fortress. So this is all ongoing stuff. Where's that orca I just saw? There he is. Killer whale over there. I think I got a blue whale over here. Let's see if I can find it. At this little island. I think the blue whales are over here. Let's go down here. Okay. Okay, so now you can break the glass and flood the tunnel, but you can't get in or out of here unless I think you have the crawling option. If you can crawl, because you need 2 blocks to get through there. So even if you break the glass, you still can't get in or out of the tunnel. Let me see. No, the whales aren't over here. They're down this way. I have a dinosaur app, but it kind of slowed things down. Where's my whales at? Guess they went somewhere else. They were here for a while. Hope they didn't die. There's one. There's Mr. Whale. What's up, Mr. Whale? Mr. or Mrs. Whale. Okay, you see those? I have the health bar add-on, so you can see the health of the mobs. And I think that's it for now. There might be other stuff, but I'm just updating some of the things that I've done. Okay, let's go up here. And this comes out at the little island. And the island continues to that. I think it comes out, I think it goes that way, and it comes out to this blue tower. All right. Also, I sealed the big gaping hole over here. So you got a little prairie here, and then I planted a bunch of trees. Okay, and that is that. So I'm trying to make the game as interesting as possible, and eventually I'll connect everything in certain ways. It'll be more systematic, and it will be yeah, this is one of the towers, security towers. I just didn't put the ladder all the way yet. Okay. Yeah, and then I might have little missions, name them something, give them little names, probably corny little silly names, but whatever. I'll name areas. It'll be color coded. There'll be waypoints. So that's not going to be in the near future. So you guys can come in here. You know, whoever built this fortress a long time ago meant to fill this area with more blocks, more woods, stair system, and break these down into apartments so you guys can come into this area and add a bunch of stuff to it and make it your own thing. So we'll see how it goes. Because I'm doing so much big stuff, I can't really come back and do a lot of the detailed stuff that I formerly intended to do. It's just too much. And I'm having more fun with the grand structures than the smaller ones. So that's why I came up with the idea of you guys, you know, filling in the rest of the picture yourselves. Of course, I'm going to have the original copy so I can continue doing what I want, regardless of what guys do. So you don't have to worry about messing anything up. Let me know what you thought in the comments.